He's shooting 12 of 40 from the field. He went 6 of 8 and hit the game winner in the fourth quarter, and he was sensational. But the Lakers have no one to blame but themselves for being in this situation because they keep turning the ball over. And I thought LeBron James in the third quarter let this game get away from the Lakers because they went to the switch because Jokic had no answer for AD. They put Gordon on AD. They put Jokic on Rui. Now LeBron has KCP. He's horse dallying around with the ball at the top of the key. He's looking to pass the ball. Do what you did in the fourth quarter. Do that in the third quarter when you got KCP. There is no way KCP should be able to keep you on the outside. So
you got to take advantage of those situations, especially in the third quarter.
Yes,
you got to. What's the quote you always say about having a lead at a certain time? How much lead you get, how much separation you get at a time like that in the third quarter, then you never come down to a last-minute shot for Jamal Murray to be able to hit a shot like that in the fourth quarter because you've extended the lead in the third and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. And I thought that shot at the end, I don't understand. There's a 6-second differential in the shot clock and the game clock. Okay, why would LeBron take a shot with 13 seconds on the clock? You still have 7 seconds to play with. You want to give them as little time on the clock as you possibly can. Why would you shoot that shot? I understand he's going for the dagger, but you have to understand you had lost momentum of this ball game. A lot of things happened that was fluky. You get a 3-point lead. You almost get a turnover. Aaron Gordon saves the ball right to Michael Porter Jr. He hits a 3. Like I said, you couldn't script a better game for the Lakers. Anthony Davis give you 32 and 11. D-Lo, I knew D-Lo. I said he'd hit at least 5 threes. He gives you 7. This is a game. LeBron's got to close it. He's got to bring it home. But, he played well in the fourth, but the third quarter is where you let them make up the difference. You had a 22-point lead. If you don't want to keep that 22-point lead, at least at the bare minimum, Ocho, you had a 15-point lead to start the fourth. You've got you had a 15-point. No, it was 15. What, the 15-point lead to start the fourth quarter? What was the lead to start? When did they have a fifth? That was the third. The third quarter is when they had a lead, and they ran it to 22, and that was the opportunity to push it. But I thought LeBron let KCP 20-point lead in the third. That's where I thought LeBron let KCP dictate to what he was going to do, because he played on the outside entirely too much. Look at what he did in the fourth quarter. Yeah, he hit those 2 threes, but he got downhill. That's what he needed to do on KCP in the third quarter. Keep attacking. Make them foul you. Yeah, he blew a couple of layups, but I don't care about that. I've got to keep attacking. I've got to keep the pressure on him. I think this was demoralizing. They're going to say all the right things after the game. They're going to say, hey, we blah, blah, blah. But this one hurt. This one hurt. This one's going to have lasting ramifications.
You got to steal. When you're playing away, obviously in the playoffs, you got to be able to steal a game away. You got to be able to steal a game away. And if you were going to steal a game away from home, this would have been the game to do it. They really, listen, to me, the Lakers gave their best effort tonight. D-Lo played very, very well after a horrible shooting performance in game 1. AD, I don't know what the hell AD ate before this game, but man, he was a monster. Him and LeBron working the pick and roll in the paint, shooting mid-range, driving, going to the hole from the foul line. He was on fire tonight. Obviously, the rest of the supporting cast has to come through. They have to come through and give you more, because tonight we saw a great game from the Lakers, basically really all around from the three. I would call it their big three. From their big three, we saw a great game all around. And hell, Jamal Murray wasn't shooting well until the fourth quarter. And then all of a sudden, when it mattered most, he hits the game-winning shot.
If somebody would have told me AD is going to have 32 and 11, LeBron James is going to have 26, 12, and 8, and D-Lo will have 23 on 7 made threes, I say there's no way they're losing this game. And Jamal Murray is going to shoot 9 of 24 from the field, I say they're not losing this game. But you look, the turnovers. The Lakers shot a high percentage. They shot 5% higher from the field. They shot 20% higher from the three-point line. But the Nuggets shot 10 more shots, because you know why? The Lakers had 14 turnovers. The Nuggets had 9. So and they got washed on the glass again. They got out rebounded by 7. They got out rebounded on the offensive glass by 5. But this was a game I thought they let get away in the third quarter, because I think when Mike Malone made the switch, because he put Aaron Gordon on AD, KCP on LeBron. LeBron need to go get 14, 16 points in the third quarter and make sure. So now the Nuggets are going to be on the bench. Their starters, they're down 35. Hey, we can't come back. We'll get them on Thursday.
That's tough. That's tough. I mean, it has to be demoralizing. Obviously, LeBron is going to say going to say all the right things, but I think that third quarter is when that killer mentality should come into play. That killer, that Michael Jordan, that Kobe Bryant type mentality. Oh, this is what we doing? It's somewhat of a sign of disrespect, almost. Not in that right, but I'm just saying, if you put KCP on me, I'm finna take you to the blender.
Yes.
I'm finna take you to the blender. Ain't no way in hell you think he finna, man, what? It is what it is. I think it makes it that much more difficult for them now. Obviously, come Thursday, they playing it.
How much better you gonna play?
Right? They playing at home, right?
Yeah, but how much better you gonna play? AD went 14 or 19. D'Lo was 8 of 8. D'Lo was 50% from the floor, 7-11 from 3. LeBron was 9 of 19. He was 50% from the 3. How much better are you gonna play? I'm a firm believer you're killing that with a sledgehammer. You don't swap at him. You killing that with a sledgehammer.
This would have been the game. This would have been the game to steal away from home. If you're gonna get one, this was the one to have.
Yes. But the same thing. Turnovers. Like I said, I need somebody. I need LeBron. I wish I could hear what LeBron said when LeBron comes to the mic. Let me know, because I need to know what he was thinking shooting the ball with 13 seconds on the clock. Why would you shoot the ball with that kind of time on the clock? That makes absolutely. Even if you make the 3, you still gave them 13 seconds. Even if you make it.
Well, what do you think? What do you think the Lakers need to do to win Game 3? Should they continue to play through AD?
Yeah, they play through AD, but how much better? Listen, how much better are you gonna? How much better do you think you can play? AD was 14 of 19.
I mean, listen.
D'Lo was 8 of 16. Yeah, I think Rui must have talked to Michael Porter Jr. brother, because he took the under on his point total. I think his point total was like 8. He took the under and he cashed out. He had 3 points. And the shots that he missed, I'm like, Rui, what the hell are you doing? Right. You talk about what did AD eat? What did AD eat before the game? What the hell did Rui eat?
You know what? That momentum as a player and that confidence, it might follow through in Game 3. Maybe D'Angelo might come through and be just as efficient from the field as he was this game in Game 2. Same thing for AD. Yeah, if you're coming off a performance like this, you're coming into Game 3 probably with that same type of rhythm and flow to your game, and you pick up where you left off and hope you could steal one at home. Because if you go down goddamn 3, well, shit, you might well start packing for Cancun.
Look at this. Anthony Davis in game 1. What's he go? 34, 32, 15, and 5. LeBron, okay, tonight he goes 32 and 11. LeBron goes 26, 12, and 8. D'Lo gives you 23 on 7-11. LeBron had 26, had 28 the other night in double digit rebounds. So your big guns are going off. D'Lo goes, he joins them tonight, and you still lose.
So what? I mean, you need more.
If my quarterback Ocho, if Carson Palmer threw for 350, the running back runs for 175. The defense get 3 sacks and a pick 6, and you still lose. You're like, what we do? I mean, we can't play no better than what we played.
So
Lakers can't play any better. Lakers not playing any better than that, because they turned the ball over.
So you think the turnovers are the only reason they lost? If you eliminate the turnovers, if you minimize the turnovers, you think the Lakers win this game?
What the hell? How many turnovers they had the other night on Saturday? Because they had 14 tonight. I think they might have been close to 20 the other night. No, I mean, give the Nuggets credit. The Nuggets, listen, what makes the Nuggets so great is that when they get you in a situation, they're going to get every shot they want. If you look at what they did, they keep you in the pick and roll.
Yeah.
It's a two-man game. It's Murray and Yoke, and they keep in the pick and roll. They keep in the dribble drive. They keep in the dribble handoff. Oh, you take away, okay, Michael Porter Jr. is lurking to get up a three. But they're so great, and Jokic is so good. His touch is so great around the rim. Murray's touch is so great. He's shooting floaters. He's laying it up. Yeah, they're difficult to beat. If you're not up by like 16, 20 with under 4 minutes to go, if it's a close ball game, you've got to execute on the other end because you know they're going to execute on their end. But I don't know how much better the Lakers can play than what they played last night, and they still found a way to lose the game.
I mean, listen, obviously, if you eliminate some of those turnovers are turned into points. I think they have a good chance. The chances of the big three again playing as well, being that they're playing at home, I think they have a good chance to repeat tonight's efficiency in scoring from the field. So if they can do that at home, I mean, I think they have a good chance. But you got to minimize those turnovers because those turnovers turn into points.
Ocho, the Nuggets tracked them down in game one from down 11-12. They tracked them down tonight by 20. So in my mind, I don't believe you can beat me. In your mind, you don't believe you can beat me. There's two minds. The mind is a strong muscle. You know what has happened. They know what has happened.
Yeah.
So Darvin Ham, what does he say? What does he say? What does he stand up there and say? Good game. I mean, hard fought. We played hard. You had a big lead. End up, and I was concerned game one because I saw AD and LeBron going off, and you're only up 3, and it took a 30-foot three to put you up 3. They had to cut that down. Now tonight, you have a 20-point lead. AD's going haywire. D'Lo going haywire.
Well, hell,
and they run you down.
That's crazy. The Nuggets have now beat the Lakers 10 consecutive times. Shit, dating back to their last season. So obviously, some teams you play, they always have your number. So as a head coach, what do? Is this something that you can blame on Darvin Ham? Because Darvin Ham ain't out there. He's not out there on the field. He's not out there on the court.
Well, would Darvin Ham help you get that 20-point lead? People. Here's the thing. We got to stop. Okay, we blame Darvin Ham when they lose, but you don't give him any credit when they win. It's the players on the court. They didn't get it done. It was too many turnovers, the offensive rebounds, and like I said, they were sloppy. The Lakers are one of the best clutch teams. Them and the Mavericks were the best clutch teams in basketball. Last 5 minutes of the game within 5. And tonight, they didn't get it done. And you needed this game because you played so well for 46 minutes. 46 minutes you played well. The game is 48.
You got to finish it off.
But you got to finish. You got to finish. We had another barn burner tonight.
Hey,
Hold on.
The fact that we had 2 games have spectacular endings, and I'm on the edge of my seat like a goddamn little kid.
Yeah. Darvin Ham said, it stings. Remember this feeling as we go back to LA. We need to give them this feeling in game 3. No, you can't. I mean, bro.
You got to do something. You got to do something. And the only thing I can think of is minimize those turnovers, turn some of those turnovers into points, and I think you set.
Can D'Lo have another shooting game like this? Sure. Can AD score another 30 and give you a 30 double-double? Sure. Can LeBron? Sure. But look at Yoke, 27, 20, and 10.
But there's no answer for him, though.
No, but answer. See, that's what but here's the thing, Ocho. If you look at Yoke, 27, 20, and 10. Murray had 20. Michael Porter Jr. had 22. But if you look at the scores, they cancel each other out. So they got 49, they got 81 between their big 3. They got 47, 69, and then when you throw in Gordon's 14, that's 83. So you're straight. You're straight. I mean, that's all you hope for. You say, okay, now we need AD and LeBron to cancel out Yoke and
Mhm.
Murray. We need D'Lo to cancel out one of their other big guns. Okay, D'Lo canceled out Michael Porter Jr. Aaron Gordon gave you 14. He outscored Rui and Austin Reeves by himself. He had 14. They had 12.
Combined or a piece?
To get together.
Shit.
So, and you lose by 2. But hey, give the Nuggets credit. I don't want to harp too much on it, but I think the Nuggets deserve a lot of credit. But they're champion. They've been here, done that. They know what it's like. Yes. So, with that being said, the Lakers head home down 0-2, looking to regroup. You get a couple of days of rest. You're in your own bed. You go back, watch the film, look at what you did good, look at what you did bad, and try to regroup. But it's going to be tough. The Knicks beat the Sixers 104-101. The Knicks in the last 30 seconds, they were down 5. Jalen Brunson hits a 3. Josh Hart steals. DiVincenzo 3. That Nova connection. All 3 of these guys went to Villanova. All 3 of these guys won a national championship, and they pull it out. You could easily make a case that this game, the Sixers probably could have been up 2-0, but they find themselves down 2-0-2, and they should have been up 2-0. And look, tonight, Tyrese Maxey, 35 points. Joel Embiid, 34 points. But the rest of the Sixers starters, they didn't do too well, Ocho. They had 32 points. So basically, Maxey outscored the rest of the starters by himself, and so did Joel Embiid.
I mean, it's obvious 2 against 5. Basically, it's damn near 2 against 5. Maxey came out. He had an illness. He missed shoot around. Still came out to the fray. He had the first 9 points of the game, 20 points in the first half, which is a career high for him. Hell, for the night, he shot 12 or 22 from the field, and obviously ended with 35, 8, and 10. I mean, Embiid, what more can you ask from him? Well, I mean, what percentage do you think Embiid playing at? What, 70, 75?
50.
50?
50, 60, 50, 60. He got no lift.
Yeah.
He got no lift. I mean, they did a better job of keeping him off the glass. I mean, they remember they lost the rebounding battle by 22 in the first game. They only lost it by 2. They only lost the offensive rebounding by 2. So they did a better job. Outshot him from the field. Outshot him from the 3-point line. The Knicks outshot them from the field. I mean, from the free throw line. Turnovers weren't that bad. I mean, the Sixers had 10. The Knicks had 7. But see, a lot of times you're like, well, the rebounding, they did a better job rebounding. But when did those offensive rebounds occur? The last 2 possessions when they got 3-4 cracks at you. Kyle Lowry, you're a vet. You got to call timeout in that situation. Just call timeout. He panics. Try to get it in quick. He doesn't get it in quick. He throws him into the trap. They trap him. They get the ball. Ball swings around. DiVincenzo, boom.
3.
The roof comes off the garden. And now you're 30 seconds away from going home, being 1-1, and you walk out the building, you're down 0-2.
Well, hell, the fact
I just don't know.
I mean, the fact that
go ahead.
You talk about the coach is responsible for that timeout during that situation, right? So this is
Nick Nurse said he called timeout.
Second time there's been a coaching blunder with Mr. Is it Mr. Nurse? Yeah,
Nick Nurse.
It's the second time there's been a questionable game in this strategy that he didn't really fulfill that might have cost him the game, which is why they're down 0-2 now.
Kyle Lowry is how long has Kyle Lowry been in the league? 15 years, 16 years, 17 years? He has the ball in his hand. They have a timeout. You can run the line. Call timeout. He's supposed to be an extension of the coach. That's what everybody tells you what Kyle Lowry, he's an extension of the coach. He's a leader. So 3 years, so 19. So 18. He's been in the league 18 years.
You got to be careful, though. You got to be careful in that situation, calling a timeout, not knowing.
You're supposed to know.
Yeah.
He's supposed, Ocho, no. You're supposed to know that. It's just like you. You're supposed to know. We ain't got no timeouts. I need to get out of bounds.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a timeout. Everything's in play. The middle of the field. Okay. We trying to save our timeout. If all costs, get out of bounds. We don't need that extra yards and get trapped inbound and we have to burn a timeout. Take less yards, get out of bounds. Kyle Lowry has to know in that situation, we have a timeout and we use the timeout and we get an opportunity to advance the ball. He's got to know that.
That's tough. That's tough. Hell.
Jalen Brunson in game 1 was 8 of 26. In game 2, he was 8 of 29. OG Anunoby, 10 points. Hardenstein had 14 points, but 4 offensive rebounds. A huge block, a very huge block. Brunson had 24 points, but on 29 shots. Josh Hart, another monster night. 21 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. DiVincenzo, 19 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. And no shot bigger than, that might be one of the biggest shots in Knicks history, is the shot that he hit.
That's a good one. Jalen, matter of fact, you know what's funny? Is great shot by Jalen Brunson towards the end of the game, but he's shooting 12-55 from the field. But he getting to the line.
Yes.
12 from the line. He's 12 for 15 from the free throw line through these 2 games. He's great on defense. And I think that's why people are ignoring, the poor shooting so far in the first 2 games.
No, they're ignoring the poor shooting because they're winning.
Winning cures all. So if they were losing, it would be an issue.
He would be getting crushed.
Okay.
He'd be getting crushed. But that's how it goes. You understand that. We know that.
Yeah. When you're losing, it magnifies everything. When you win, it's a lot of shit you can sweep under the rug. It's a lot of stuff.
Absolutely. So the 2 home teams probably should have lost, but it just shows you their grit because they're good. They find ways to win. The Nuggets found a way to win. The Knicks found a way to win. And they go on the road.
And now that I think about it, right? I'm thinking before Brunson came to the Knicks, he was with Dallas. Dude, I mean, man, I don't know. You would know better than I do. Would Mark Cuban feel some type of way in knowing he could have had Brunson, Kyrie, and Luka, and things would have been a little easy over there, or no?
No, you were able to get Kyrie because you didn't sign Brunson. You could have signed Brunson to an extension. I think you could have gave him 3 years for 55. They waited till after the season. He played so well in Luka's absence. Now he's not going to take a deal. So now he knows if he hits the market, he's going to get a mega deal.
So he wouldn't have been there regardless, no matter what.
No. Somebody was going to pay him more than what Dallas. Now when Dallas realized, he's like, nah, I'm good. Because when you had a chance to sign me for 3 for 55, you didn't. He goes to the Knicks, and I think he got 5 for 100. So, and he needed the ball. He needed his own team. That's Luka's team.
I see what you mean.
That's Luka's team.
Wait a minute. As the point guard, actually, that's your team as a point guard because the ball is on your hand majority of the time, always. You are the facilitator. You are the leader. The offense is run through you.
That's Luka's team. The Mavericks is Luka Doncic's team. I don't care who else you bring on that team. It's his team. What position you think Luka play? PG, he the point guard. And he just led the league in scoring. That's his team. Brunson needed his own team. He couldn't be what he is now there. You have to understand that. BI couldn't be what he did. What Brandon Ingram is in with the Pelicans. He couldn't be that in LA. LeBron and AD. He needs the ball. Sometimes it's okay to let a guy go and flourish elsewhere. Yeah, you miss like, man, what we could, but you're not
Well,
going to be that with
well,
LeBron
help
and
me
AD.
explain something to me real quick. I know we off track. We talk about the Knicks and the 76ers. Well, how the hell does Luka and goddamn Kyrie work? When I think Kyrie, when I picture Kyrie, I'm thinking of someone that always needs the ball in their hands, though. So how the hell is that?
Kyrie is tremendous at playing without the ball. Brunson needs the ball. But still, although Kyrie is unbelievable, because guess what? Kyrie played with LeBron, so he understands how to play off the ball.
Okay. I got you.
But no, he's had an unbelievable season. He's going to be an All NBA player. Please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, and please make sure you guys go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed. You can listen to us through the Club Shay Shay feed, but we would greatly appreciate it if you listen and signed up, subscribe to the Nightcap feed. Thank you guys for selling out Shea by Laportier. We pinned the link at the top of the chat. We're only taking pre-orders, and we thank you. We kindly thank you for your patience. The two home teams whole third games they could have probably should have lost, but the metal, the grit, what caused them to be where they are, they found ways to win the ball game, and they were able to hold on and they won.
Yeah.
So the Nuggets win by 2, and the Knicks win by 3, going home down 0-2. Now it's time for our first
wait. Before we do the segment. Oh, it's too late. I want you to see my sweater, right? And I know you're gonna want one, and I ain't giving you one, and I ain't gonna tell you where I got it from, and I bet you can't name everybody on here.
Oh, HBCUs.
Hold on, look at the players though.
I see number 2. That's all I need to see down there in the bottom right. I see number 2. I'm good, cuz. I see Walter Payton. I think Jerry Rice.
Steve McNair.
Yeah, Aaron McNair. I don't know who 13 is. Charlie Joyner. Satellite Totten. I mean, I think number 22 was Satellite Totten. I think he was a.
Yeah. You don't know about. Yeah. I would send you one, but I ain't gonna send it. They sent this for you, but I kept it.
That's dirty. Huh? Who did? Chad? Oh. The Athletic released an annual anonymous players poll. The Athletic interviewed 142 players. The league's most overrated player, receiving almost 14% of the votes, was Rudy Gobert. In second place, receiving almost 9% of the votes, Jordan Poole. And receiving he received 7% of the votes, Trae Young.
Man, do you really think Rudy Gobert is overrated, or is he good at what he does and what he's supposed to do, or are people still upset about him crying about not winning, making an all-star team?
If you're a wide receiver, and you're supposed to be one of the top wide receivers,
that's me.
But in 2-minute drill, they took you out.
I think, well, for him, they take him out because he's a liability on offense, right?
Oh, well, okay, well, he overrated. See, there you go. See, he's supposed to be a defensive
guy.
How you take him out if he overrated?
He's a liability because he can't score offensively. I think that would be the only reason he comes out of the game, right?
I'm trying to figure out how the guy that makes max money it becomes a liability when that's his thing. He's supposed to be on. Well, guess what? That's only one end of the court. Don't you want to keep him in there for defensive purposes?
You're right. I mean, listen, I don't know. And now Jordan Poole. Now the Jordan Poole discussion, he was great, if I'm not mistaken. Now you can correct me if I'm wrong. From what I've seen in the times I've watched him play, especially when he was with the Warriors, he was magnificent. He was magnificent. And then he went to Washington. I'm thinking, okay, he's going to pick up where he left off, and he's going to show the people and show the world on why he is worth the money that he gotten paid and why he can carry a team himself. And I don't think things turned out the way he felt they would, or obviously me from the outside looking in, things haven't gone well for him. So I can kind of see why he would get 8% of, I mean, obviously one of the most overrated players because they hadn't played well. The Trae Young slander, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't get
Dude averaged 26 and 11. I mean, the guy averaged double-digit assists. He gives you 20 points. I just don't know. I just don't know what else they
Hey, I
want
have
them
a
to
quick.
do.
Do you really think they asked that many players and players really?
Well, there are 400 NBA players in the league, so 450. What they're 15 players a team? Let's just say
Right. You really think
400.
they interviewed all them dudes and them dudes really said what they said? Like,
I mean, they only interviewed a third. It's just like the NFL. Okay, we got 1,500 players. They interview
right.
500.
I always wonder I'm always skeptical about these stuff where they say, "Oh, we interview players and it comes from a source." Man, I played for a very long time. Nobody ever asked me anything about anybody. Never.
Mhm.
I never heard any conversation amongst the other 52 players in the locker room. Well, man, you know what? They asked me about so and so, and there was the survey that I did. So I was always a little skeptical about these interviews and
They supposed to. You do understand what the term anonymous means, right?
well, ain't no
If
ain't
you
no
tell somebody it's no
ain't
longer
no
anonymous,
that's what they try to get you with. They try to hit you with anonymous, or they always try to say a source instead of it's really coming from
yeah,
somewhere else. It's really coming from it's coming from inside the house. That's why they always say a source. Or
yes,
nah,
yes, but it has to be anonymous to keep confusion
nah,
down.
no. You know what? People need to stand on business. We're in 2024. If you
I
have
mean,
something to say about somebody, say it to their face or let them know. Or make it public. Let it be known. Why hide behind the media? Don't hide behind the media. You don't like somebody? Shit, let them know. Hey man, listen, so and so. I really don't like you. I don't like your game. Look at your face. Your face is punchable. If you don't, I mean, just say it. Just say it. I hate when they do that, run behind the media and they confide in this media, a certain individual, a certain person, and give them a storyline and say, well, make sure you make it anonymous. If you don't like somebody, just come out and tell them, man. Just come out and tell them.
well, I don't think. I think in this situation that they don't want because look, if somebody on your
Mhm.
team, you gonna feel some type of way if your teammates, the guys you
Right.
go to battle with, saying somebody
And
else better
you
than
know what's
Ocho, you gonna
you know
feel
what's
some type of
funny?
way.
Anytime these people that are
What?
always anonymous and the source, you know what happens if they say somebody's overrated?
What?
Normally, the person that they call
Mm-hmm.
overrated, you're better than. The person doing the talking that doesn't want to be
Right.
disclosed normally isn't better than the person they feel is overrated most of the
Right.
time.
Well, I figure it's hard for me to believe that they're only asking like C-level players. I'm sure. Look, when you have an
Right,
anonymity or people don't think you're gonna
right.
find out, it's just like when you in your house and you and
Hmm.
Rail and everybody else, and they don't think anybody.
Hmm.
What happens when your girlfriend or boyfriend get mad? Yeah, that's why you did
Yeah.
such and such, and that's why you say blah blah
Hmm.
blah. It is what it. That's how it is. Once you have the enclosure of your
Right.
own home, people will speak freely, and especially if I don't think
Find
nobody's gonna
out.
find
Yeah.
out. So if I keep it anonymous, yeah, man, that joke will suck. That's how it is.
That's unfortunate.
Who in the league would you least like to fight? James Johnson was the overwhelming winner. He's I think he's a fourth or fifth degree black belt. His entire family is a black belt. Steven Adams with 17%. Isaiah Stewart with
Hey, James
6%.
Johnson played for the Heat, right?
Yes.
He a black belt?
Yeah. Many times
I
over.
beat I beat his ass, man. I ain't trying to hit. I ain't caring about
Oh,
no goddamn
shit.
black belt. That black belt don't mean nothing in the streets. Tell James,
Now you got
tell
to play.
James holla at
No,
your
no, no,
boy,
no, no, no,
man.
no. See, hey, he that type of dude that he don't look, but you look at him, he got
Yeah, all
tats
around his
all on
neck.
his neck.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got 43
Mm-mm,
tattoos too. What that mean?
mm-mm. Man, that man, you have 43 ass cuttings too.
Hey, James, I know you're gonna see this. Boy, I love you, baby.
Man,
I'm just playing. I don't want no smoke.
JJ,
I don't want no smoke.
JJ like that. Uh, who's the greatest player all time? With a whopping 46% of the vote, Michael Jordan
Yeah.
was first.
I mean,
With
yeah.
42% of the vote, LeBron James was second. Third, with 10% of the
Kobe.
vote, Kobe Bean
Yeah.
Bryant. In fourth place was Paul Pierce, Steph Curry, and Magic Johnson. How the hell Paul Pierce
slid
get
Paul in there, huh? They slid Paul in there.
that man? They got that man over Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Larry Bird, Elijah Wan, Shaq.
Hey, man, listen, that somebody knows somebody. Somebody knows somebody. Paul done paid somebody to slide him up in there real quick. Paul Pierce, listen, Paul Pierce had to name the truth for a reason, though. He had to
Right.
name the truth for a reason, but At number 4, greatest player of all time, there are so many there are so many others that are worthy.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him, though.
Hey, but here's the thing. Jordan has experienced some serious slippage for the 3rd consecutive poll. Jordan in 2019 had 73%. Right. LeBron had 11.9, nearly doubling. Oh, he was tripling. And it was and what in 2023, it was 58 to 33. Not a gap. It's only less than 4%.
But you have to understand, Jordan hadn't played basketball in how long? I mean, his aura, the mystique, the legendary, the king. Excuse me, LeBron is the king, but who he is, his reign supreme for so many years, long after he's done playing. So obviously the gap is going to continue to decrease because LeBron is still active. LeBron is still active, and most of the people doing the voting, some of them that love and enjoy the game of basketball, might not even seen Jordan play. Some of the young kids, some of the young folk. So they don't understand his greatness because they wasn't here to see it.
It doesn't matter. I mean, they know Jordan. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable people on the face of the planet.
Easily.
Those shoes. But, I mean, it's what players like the last 14 months, he broke Kareem's all-time scoring record. He led the Lakers to the Western Conference Finals. He won the inaugural in-season tournament, named to his 20th straight All-Star game as a starter, one of 3 players to average 25, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds this season. Luka and Jokic. No other player in the history of the game has done it after year 10.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Which current coach, aside from your own, would you least want to play for? Tom Thibodeau with 47% of the vote. Doc Rivers with 9% of the vote. Monty Williams with 7% of the vote. Darvin Ham. Man, how they put all the brothers on there? God dang.
Tom Thibodeau? Tom Thibodeau, a brother?
No, but they got Doc, Monty, and Darvin. Listen, 3 of the 4 brothers. 75% of the brothers.
Listen, I like Tom Thibodeau. I don't know why he reminds me of like somebody that was supposed to be on The Sopranos or something. Like he's part of the Godfather. Yeah. But I don't know. When you listen to him talk, he sounds like he's part of the Italian mafia or something like that. Obviously, Monty Williams, Darvin Ham, and Doc Rivers. I thought Doc was a good coach. Obviously, again, I'm on the outside looking in. For some reason, Doc always has a damn job somewhere. From the 76ers to the Bucks. Where was he at before that? 76ers, Bucks.
Oh, he was the Clippers.
He always...
No, let me take that back. He was with the 76ers. And then he was with the Clippers. He's with the Celtics. He's with the Magic.
For some reason, he continues to keep getting a job. He can get a job for some godforsaken reason. Either the players are going to bat for him and want him as a coach, or he's just good with the personnel, or the NBA coaches, for that matter. So I'm not sure why he's on the list.
Yeah. You're building a roster from scratch. Who you going with to sign first? With 28% of the votes, Victor Wembanyama is first.
That's a good one.
Nikola Jokic, with 27% of the vote, was second. Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, with 10% of the vote, was third.
I never told you that story, and you probably ain't gonna believe me. Remember when Ant was? Yeah, I know. I'm being serious, but when Ant was at Georgia, I went down to visit Cam, and Cam Newton was telling me about Anthony Edwards, this young fella that plays basketball at Georgia. Whatever, I'm going to go down to watch him practice, and we went down to watch Anthony Edwards practice. And you know how I am when it comes to competing. I feel I can do any and everything.
Yeah.
So I like, man, boy, you're nice. I introduced himself. Hey, I'm Ocho, and boy, you got game. You gonna be special. And I asked to play him 1-on-1, and we played 1-on-1. We went to 21. And that was pretty much it. And from that point on, I understood what people are seeing now today, the Anthony Edwards in the NBA. I witnessed that while he was in college. Obviously, people that enjoyed the game of college basketball, they saw him play, but I didn't have no idea, who he was. And I didn't know he was that special until I was able to see him and beat him 1-on-1 while he was at Georgia. But yeah, I just wanted to share that.
I appreciate that. The New York Jets trade former number 2 overall Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson, baby. Broncos country.
Let's ride. To the Denver Broncos.
Zach Wilson, baby.
The Jets will receive a 2024 6th-round pick, and the Broncos will receive a 7th-round pick in addition to Wilson. The Jets and the Broncos will split the $5.5 million Wilson is owed in 2024.
Yeah. And you know what? Put some respect on Zach Wilson's name this season. I'm warning you. Listen, I'm warning you now. He's playing for your team. He's playing for your team. You had all that stuff to say about Zach Wilson when he was in New York. You had all that stuff to say. And one thing about quarterbacks, one thing about just people in general, sometimes the change of scenery is all you need. Ladies that are in the chat, think about that toxic relationship you're in. And all of a sudden you got out that toxic relationship. You cut your hair, you change your hair color, and you found a new man. And all of a sudden, oh my goodness, life is great again. Zach Wilson is going to show you, and he's going to start. He's going to start for the Denver Broncos in 2024 with Sean Payton at the helm. And Sean Payton being the quarterback whisperer that he is, we're going to see a resurgence.
Other than Drew Brees, who did he whisper?
Let me finish.
Okay.
Zach Wilson is going to be Drew Brees 2.0 under Sean Payton. Remember, I told you this first. Denver fans, you got your good one on your hands. Zach Wilson is going to show you why he was the number 2 pick or number 1. He's going to show you why he was the number 2 pick in the draft. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. Zach Wilson, bitch.
Help me understand this. Sean Payton, other than Drew Brees, who has he whispered?
Who has he whispered?
Yep.
If they had been a little bit more patient, see, it's in the Bible. If you'd been a little bit more patient with the relationship between Russell Wilson and Sean Payton and allowed them a little bit more time to gel, to work their chemistry together, he would have been the quarterback whisperer for Russell Wilson as well. But they were.
So why didn't he do it when Drew Brees retired? Why didn't he do it when Drew Brees left?
I mean, they won a Super Bowl together, didn't they? That's a good whisper. That's a very good whisper.
Hold on. Did you hear what I said? Is there a faulty connection? Outside of Drew Brees, who did he whisper?
Well, there haven't been many other opportunities from the whisper in anybody else's ear because he left coaching, came back to Denver 1 year, and then boom, they parted ways.
It's not an accident that he left when Drew Brees left.
Oh, it's because you understand the difficulties in finding another court.
Oh, but he the whisperer. No, you can't do that. Well, you said he's the quarterback.
Wait a minute. Now come on now. Don't do me like that. You understand how difficult it is to find an adequate quarterback to build around to continue to keep a franchise going. Now, ain't no Drew. Ain't Drew Brees is just walking through the goddamn door like that.
Man, hold on. You think Zach Wilson is in?
Yeah. What you talking about? Man, stop talking about Zach like that.
If he was,
don't do that.
If he was in, Aaron Rodgers wouldn't be with the Jets.
No. Let's not do that. The Jets. When is the last time they just had a great, outstanding quarterback? They drafted him to be there. The Jets have failed their quarterbacks for many years, living off of great defenses when Rex Ryan was there. And that's no disrespect to any of the quarterbacks that have been through there, because I understand that you only as good as your supporting cast and those they put around you. It's not their fault. It's not the players that have come through there. Every year we always say the same thing. The Jets don't have a quarterback. They don't have a quarterback. They continue to get quarterback after quarterback after quarterback,
and they still don't.
Quarterback after quarterback. At what point are we going to fault the goddamn organization? At what point? At what point? And stop blaming the goddamn quarterbacks.
Because the organization keep picking the wrong player. That's what it is. Two things can be true. They picked the wrong player and the quarterback is some garbage. Okay.
No, that's not it.
And look, man, everybody knows you can't convince no one except Zach Wilson's family and yourself that Zach Wilson is a good quarterback.
He just went into an unfortunate situation and had unfortunate circumstances that he had to deal with. And on fact of going to the goddamn New York media that doesn't appreciate any goddamn thing, and they can kill you. Can you imagine going from BYU and then having to do with the New York media when things aren't going well? Oh my goodness. If you're not built mentally tough and being thrust into that environment,
that lets you know he can't play quarterback there. He can't play quarterback because what does quarterbacks need to be?
Tough.
No, regardless of the market.
Mentally tough. Whoa. Listen, that New York media is a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game than
How did it do Eli? Did it bring Eli down? How did it do Eli? How did it? How did it do Eli Manning?
What do you mean how to do Eli Manning? Did you see the team? Did you see the teams that Eli Manning was surrounded by? Did you see the offense, the players? Did you see the defense that Eli? Don't do that. We're not. Are we really comparing? Are we really comparing the apples and oranges here? And what Eli Manning had to work with as a quarterback in New York? And the Giants organization that understood what it took to win and building the pieces and putting the pieces around the quarterback so he can be efficient? Are we comparing the Giants organization to the Jets? Let's not do that.
No, I'm not comparing the quarterbacks either. I'm just saying from a mental standpoint.
Okay.
You said it's about mental toughness.
I got you. It makes it even worse that the New York media can attack the Jets organizations or the people in places in positions of power, and it doesn't affect them at all. And it just trickles down. Okay, you know what? We're going to attack the quarterback. We're going to attack the quarterback, and we're going to blame everything on him when most of it is out of his control. Yes,
Let
sir.
me ask you a question. When things go right, who get all the credit? Name the time that when things go right, the wide receiver get the credit, or the running back gets the credit, or the O-line gets the credit. Who gets the credit? Ain't nobody mentioned Mecole Hardman's game-winning catch. What they talking about, Ocho?
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
They talk about Brady.
Yeah.
Somebody had to make that catch. Somebody have to make them blocks.
Okay, but so I just have a question for you. Do you think the fit is good?
Sure.
The change of scenery for Zach Wilson is good with Sean Payton. How do you feel about that?
No, I don't.
What you mean you don't, man?
I don't.
Okay, you got Jarrett Stidham. You got Ben DiNucci, and you have Zach Wilson. I like Zach. I think Zach Wilson is going to beat Jarrett Stidham out for the starting job. I know that's going to happen. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you before it even happens because I know Zach Wilson. I know what he can do. There's no offense to Jarrett Stidham and what he's done so far in the NFL. So you don't think it's a good pick? I know it's a good pick.
No, I don't. Man, look here, man. I don't think Zach Wilson. I don't think Stidham. I don't think Ben DiNucci. I don't think any of them's good.
What? Zach? Okay.
I don't.
Well, Zach Wilson's going to show you. What do you think the Broncos do with the 12th pick?
I have.
I mean, listen, they've answered
defense?
the quarterback position. I say they go with another wide receiver. This is the
What you mean answer the quarterback position?
Zach Wilson now. Listen, this is a very, very deep wide receiver class. Jerry Jeudy's gone. Jerry Jeudy's now in Cleveland. What do you think about them answering?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? No?
I don't like taking skill position when the quarterback situation is unfluxed.
Unfluxed. I just told you they got Zach. What are you talking about? I just said that. Zach Wilson, Sean Payton. You don't understand the magic that is about to happen in Denver.
Bruh. I'm waiting on Sean Payton to do something, just like y'all waited on Coach Belichick to do something without Tom Brady. I'm waiting on Sean Payton to do something.
You know
without
what?
Drew
You
Brees.
finna see it. You finna see it this year. I guarantee you that. Matter of fact, I'm a Broncos fan now. I'm a Broncos fan, and I'm a fan of all players. I'm a fan of all teams. But I mean, I'm a fan. Like I'm a Bengal fan. You know, I'm a Bengal. I got Bengal tattooed on my back. I'm from Miami. You know, I'm a Dolphins fan. And the third team now, I'm a Broncos fan. Come hell or high water. Broncos country. Let's ride. Zach Wilson.
Take Pennix.
Let's go, Zach. I know you're gonna see this. I love you, baby. We're gonna get it done.
Maybe they can get Pennix Jr. or Bo Nix.
Pennix Jr. is not going to be there at 12. Pennix Jr. is not going to be there at 12. I can tell you that right now.
He might be.
No, sir.
He might be.
No, sir.
He might be.
Oh, I'm feeling good tonight. Woo! What we got next?
He might be.
Let's go, Zach.
LeBron goes off on the refs. I don't understand what's going on with the replay, to be honest. D'Lo clearly gets hits in the face with the drive. What the F do we have to have a replay center if it's going to be like that? It doesn't make sense. It makes no sense to me. It bothers me. And then I just saw what happened in the sixth game. Like, what are we doing? It's effing stupid. Anthony Davis has stretches where we don't know what we're doing on both ends of the floor.
Listen, officiating has been an issue. Not in just the Lakers-Nuggets game, but also officiating has been an issue in the 76ers game as well, where, if I'm not mistaken, I saw that they were going to complain. They were going to complain and file a
protest
grievance.
for the first 2 games. Yeah.
Like, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, does that work?
What's going to happen?
Does that even work?
No, they're not going to play the game over. They're not going to give you a
Right.
victory. So you just wasted your time. They're going to deny
Right.
the protest, and the Sixers are going to be up 2-0. The Lakers file a protest, and it doesn't matter. The Nuggets going to be
Right.
up 2-0. So it's just a waste of time. It's posturing, because what you're trying to do is that you're trying to get the officials
Guys,
on
for
your
the next
side,
game.
and so hopefully you can get some
Calls.
you can get some home cooking in your
Right.
in yours. But it shouldn't even come down to this. It could. It should not even come down to the officials. And remember, I
Yes,
told
sir.
you, Ocho, you don't put yourself in the situation so a bad call or you needing a call helps you win the ball game. You shouldn't even been in this position. You were up 20. You were up 9 with like 5 minutes to go. You had a 3-point lead and had a chance to get a loose ball. So, nah, I don't even if it was true. And I thought it was a situation that D-Lo did get hit.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. You shouldn't have put yourself in that situation.
So that him getting hit wouldn't even matter. Okay.
Right. Tyreek Hill went on the podcast $1 million worth of game and had a lot to say. First, he told Gillian Wallow he would put up 175 yards and 2 touchdowns on prime Deion Sanders. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
Talk your shit, Reed.
I put 175 on Deion. 175. Prime. Curly top prime.
Let me see if I can get him on the phone.
Hey, Prime was a GOAT though. But you gotta understand though, they played a lot of man-to-man back in the day.
Yeah.
You feel me? And like I feel like generations has changed and receivers has changed, and we got so much stuff in our generation know so many like crazy movements, and we know all this crazy
You know,
stuff.
Prime used to shut a whole half of a field down.
Yeah,
The whole
he used
field
to.
down.
But he was going against like who?
Jerry Rice,
Jerry Rice like how tall though?
6'2",
And I'm what?
5'9",
5'9", 197. I'm quicker.
He said 175.
on Prime.
Two tubs too. Don't forget about that.
Oh, and it's 2 tubs on Prime.
Easy.
175, 2 tubs on. You hear this?
Get what? I'm so disrespectful with it. While I'm scoring, I'm doing his shit in the end zone.
On Prime?
I'm doing his shit in the end zone with it. Then I'm gonna point to him like that and say, "You like that, don't you? You like that?"
I like it. I like it. You see that confidence? I know people in the chat, I know you watching that, and Tyreek really believes that. That's what we all have to do.
Yeah, you should.
We all have to have that belief. And listen, the mind is a powerful thing. Most of the time, when you want to execute something, you visualize it in your head. You visualize it upstairs, and then you go out and try to do it. Obviously, hypothetically speaking, Tyreek is fast as hell. Deion Sanders in his prime, curly prime he talk about, was fast as hell as well.
Right.
So I don't think it would have been anything as far as going deep, crossing routes, over routes, intermediate stuff. You know, I think it's possible he could have a game where you have 175. Now you ain't just gonna fly by prime and think you're gonna outrun him when he just as fast. Maybe
I tell you what, you better not throw no out.
Listen, and if you do throw it out, you better throw it towards out of bounds.
Better
If
miss
you
it
leave
out
it
of
behind,
bounds.
it's going the other way. It's going the other way. And then you got to understand, Prime is also exceptional in bump and run. He's exceptional in bump and run.
Tiger,
But again,
hey,
you got to understand.
He gonna have that wide base.
Yeah.
You know, Prime like to get that wide.
That means you got to go all the way around that. You got to go all the way around that. And the funny thing is, he
makes you run the
and he
loop.
can run with you. He can run with you. So he'll cut that off. But again, Tyreek is special in his own route, in his own way. But I do see, I understand what he's saying about the 175 because he understands what you can and can't do, but he's never seen a DB of that magnitude. He's never seen a DB. There's nothing like that in today's game. There's nothing like that.
He think, check this out. Then he said Mike McDaniel called him out after the playoff loss to the Chiefs. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
A lot of guys aren't used to that. A lot of guys aren't used to sitting inside of a meeting room, being the best player on their team their whole entire life, and then a coach saying, "Bro, you suck this play."
You ever had somebody say that to you?
Oh yeah, this year, Miami Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? The player against Snead, the Chiefs. Everybody see this play against the Chiefs. Motherfucker him into the floor. He called me out. He like, "Reek, bro, you supposed to be the best player in the league, and you got this guy putting hands all over you like that. Man, we pay you all this money for what?" And for me, I love that, because I'm gonna take that to heart and I'm gonna get better from it. That'll never happen again to me in my life, man. Yeah. You feel me? If a motherfucker not hold me accountable, I feel like I'm not gonna be able to get better. You know what I'm saying? Right. The other guys in the locker room, they gonna look at it as, oh, if Reek can do it, I can do it, and that's not getting the team better. I need everybody to get better, bro. You know what I'm saying? Baby brother Waddle, I got him up under my wing trying to teach him. I'm like, bro,
he a dog.
I want everybody to get paid, bro.
He a dog.
Everybody deserve it, bro.
I like that. That's live.
Hey,
that ate at him. That ate at him. And it's even worse today because you got social media. You got to deal with social media and it being all over social media. Obviously, you got to be very strong. You got to be very strong as a player mentally, for one, to have a coach to be able to call you out in front of everybody because y'all have an understanding. Hell, I saw the same thing when I first got to New England, where I'm like, wait a minute, this is the first day, and they had just lost the previous season. They lost to Rex Ryan and the Jets in the playoffs.
The Jets. And
Bill Belichick used the first meeting to grill Tom Brady and putting up plays. This is why we're home, and this is what we're not going to do this year. And he got into Tom Brady in the meeting. I'm like, wait a minute. If I'm not mistaken, you never talk to your quarterback. You never chastise your quarterback in front of a team. And that's the first thing they did. And that's the first time I ever saw it. And from that point on, I understood, okay, this is the Patriot way, and everybody is held accountable, and everyone is expendable here. And I understood that. But what we could talk about, I totally get in that moment at Adam. I'd never forget. A quick story real quick. I had a bad game. I think we played the Buffalo Bills. I had a very bad game. And I had a bad game. It was so bad. I remember Coach Lewis calling me out. Obviously, I had some of my teammates, TJ, who stayed on top of me when I didn't play well. Stayed on top of me when I didn't play well. And I felt so bad after having that bad game. I think it was against the Bills. We had played the Bills. We played up there in Buffalo. And I remember going to my offensive coordinator. I never forget this. Bob Rukowski. I played so bad. My check, I think the check, I felt I didn't earn my game check that week. So I took $100,000 check. I never forget. And there's some people that might be able to attest to this. You might be able to find it still on Twitter to this point. I took a $100,000 check to Bob Rukowski, who was my offensive coordinator at the time. And I said, I'm giving you this $100,000 check because I didn't earn my paycheck last week with that kind of performance. If I don't play up to par this week, I want you to keep the check. So I wrote him a $100,000 check. It had Bob Rukowski signed at the bottom, and he knew I wasn't playing. I wasn't joking. And I went out that following week. I don't know if we played the Ravens. I'm not sure who it was we played, but Unc, man, I went off. I went off. I went slap ass off. I'd never forget that. But somebody has to be able to find that story or that tweet where I left Bob Rukowski that $100,000 check because I played so poorly in that previous game. And the following week, I just went off. And from that point on, I caught fire throughout the rest of the season. It was consistent. But that one game that ate at me real bad, especially having Marvin call me out and then having to hear my teammates making fun of me as well. Ugh, that's a nasty feeling.
Yeah, it's tough. But Reek, hey man, look, somebody gonna get you again with that quick jam.
But ain't nobody else out there. There are no other Ladarius Sneeds. There's no Ladarius Sneeds. There no other ones. Or actually the defense that they play. That two-man that allowed you to be aggressive like that. And then then you also have to have,
because he's looking to jump in your hip pocket anyway. So if he miss you with the jam, he's looking to jump in your hip pocket.
But you got to understand, not too many DBs out there have the leeway or the skill set or the quick twitch fibers to want to get up there and pull that shit anyway. Because if you miss, now you're putting stress on your safety.
Strain on safety. Yeah. Yeah. They don't practice. I mean, guys practiced it. I mean, you think a guy he's up there, then all of a sudden he get ready to
come right back in.
You're like, okay, bam.
Listen, you know who was the best at that? Who caught me around in the middle of my neck when I was a young pup? That goddamn Dale Carter, man.
DC,
Lord,
where he freezes.
Lord, Unc, he caught me so clean, and I thought he was getting ready to bail. Man, he came back so smooth. You know, he was real long now. He was lengthy. Man, Man, that arm caught me, and I couldn't move. And you know, this back then they could touch you at the line of scrimmage. Back then, man, I was stuck at the line of scrimmage. Man, his hand all up under my neck. I'm like, man, Ref, what we doing?
Man, Ocho, you dance at the line like when I first got in the league, like in the 90s. If you dance at the line, they coming up through that. Hey, now you trying to adjust your helmet because they done came up through your chin. Hey, your helmet like.
Oh, them were some good days, man.
Oh yeah. They don't let you play like that now. Because now if you touch a guy's face mask,
that flag,
they're gonna throw the penalty
right away. It's coming right away.
Man, they're gonna knock your helmet cleaned off. Like Ralph, you think I came out here with my helmet sitting up on top of my head like this? So how you think it got like this? Jersey hanging out over my shoulder pad. I said, you think I walked there? So when I came out on the field, this is how my jersey was. Huh?
Oh, them were some good days.
Come on, Ralph. Michael Pennix Jr. wrote a powerful letter to the NFL teams, and he said, truth is, I'd be more worried if I had been injured. We don't all come back the same. I know storms I'm prepared to weather. For most people, that'd be the end of their story. But there's more to my story, and I own every page of it. So I have no problem taking MRIs or X-rays if you ask me. Truth is, it's an EKG that will tell you everything you need to know about me. Come back, heart.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. But listen, even with that letter, as dope as that is, as awesome as it is, there's something that teams can't measure that he has. You can't measure it. You can't, and that's in here. That's in here. The letter is dope. It's awesome. You know, some owners, some teams, you know how they look at your medical records, and it's frowned upon when you have injuries.
Yeah,
it's frowned upon. It just is. So it's dope in what he wrote and what he said, but they always hold that against you. Always.
Of course.
Always. It's a red flag to them. It's a red flag to them. But again, Michael Pennix Jr., what you put up as a player at UW is enough in itself. The resume speaks for itself. So there was no point in even writing a letter, because when you turn on the film, you know what the fuck you get. You know what you get. Now, the one thing you can't help is you can't help the injuries from the past. But again, scouts and teams and owners, they hold all that against you. They always do. But I know what they get. The people that play the game of football that have played in the past, we know what we get with you. And whoever gets you is going to be lucky.
Right.
They're going to be lucky.
Right. He's saying you need to get the EKG. EKG measures heart. So that's what you need. That's what you need to measure. Don't worry about the MRIs. Don't worry about what they say. Don't worry about what the X-rays say.
Yeah.
Get a picture of that EKG and get that readout. Alvin Kamara and Raheem Mostert win the catch fishing tournament. The event took place along the Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and featured a total of 14 NFL players split into two pairs. Kamara and Mostert, Team Rising Sun, scored 500 points en route to defeating other boats. Kamara reeled in a mahi-mahi for the first catch of the day. Later on, team added total when Kamara, Mostert, and Toby Berthelot hooked 3 sailfish at once. Hey, we got them boys next year.
Huh?
We got them next year. We going out there on the boat. We gonna get them.
You fish?
Huh?
Listen, I've been in Miami all my life, man. I've been in Miami all my life. I ain't been on the water more than 3 times. I don't have the patience to fish. So if this is something that we're going to do, I need to start training for that now. I need to start training.
See,
I don't have the patience to sit down for hours at a time and wait for something to bite. Now, playing video games, I'm used to that because I'm in control. I'm in busy. But sitting on the boat, maybe I can smoke a cigar. I can't listen to no music because I can't scare off the fish. Like,
fish in here, they ain't got no ears.
They don't?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
How you know?
Because I fish.
I mean, just because you fish, I'm sure they can hear you. So why do people talk to plants and plants ain't got no ears?
That's just, I mean, we talk to fish too. Hey, because you catch one and send it back. Hey, go bring your daddy. Tell your daddy to come on.
Unc, I really think fish can hear you, though. You saw Finding Nemo?
They can't.
Well, how do you think they talk to each other in the movie?
They were talking. They can't hear, though. They reading lips.
Nah, Unc, I really think I'm not trying to be funny right now, man. I really think fish, I think dogs understand. humans.
Yeah, dog got ears. Dog can hear. Absolutely, they can hear. That's how they know. That's how they know to come when you call. That's how they hear things. Dog has very, very
Right, and I really think it just
that's why dogs, they're either a sight hound
smell
or a
hound,
smell
right.
hound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a little off topic with that. I don't know why I said dogs, but I
Yeah.
really think fish. For some reason, I really think fish have ears. We just don't know about it because it hasn't been scientifically proven. But for some reason, I think fish have all.
Well, if you don't know about it, therefore, it's like the tree falling in the forest. Does it
Yeah,
make a
because
sound?
nobody heard it.
Right.
All right. I don't know where I
Sound
was
can only
going
be.
with this, but we gonna go fishing. I ain't never fished before, but I think you know
All right.
what I want? I want to catch a Goliath grouper.
What? You got to throw him back.
You can't throw no Goliath grouper back.
Yes, you don't even bring him up out the water. You bring him to the side, you take a picture of him, and you let him go.
Okay, well, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna jump in the water with him, Goliath grouper. I want to catch one like
I want to
catch one like 700-800 pounds though.
You know how long it's gonna take you to reel that
About
thing in?
2-3 hours. That's what you here for. You the muscle. I'm just here. I'm here for.
I
want to take the picture. I ain't reeling nothing in.
Name something you want to do for 2 or 3 hours straight.
Shit, play Call of Duty, play EAFC, FIFA.
I ain't nothing I want to do for 2-3 hours straight. Definitely not something straight.
Well, hell, what's the point of getting that brush then?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful when you put that on.
See?
I mean, because you put that brush on them. You put that brush on them, Ocho, and put that with a thing in your system. I mean, you try to do some damage. You try to rearrange some engine, some parts down there.
Repost everything.
Nah, Ocho. I mean, like I said, that's what I said. That's why I don't really tell people where you get the brush from.
Oh, they sent it to me on Twitter. Don't worry about it. I know where to get it from now. Amazon got it here. Got here next day. So I'm waiting on the next argument.
Draya Michelle, age 39, Jalen Green, age 22, had a cherry-themed celebration for the upcoming delivery of their baby girl. The couple, who shocked social media with their pregnancy news last month, threw a baby shower over the weekend. The parents-to-be wore matching red attire and festivities as Michelle posed with a growing baby.
That's dope. That's dope. Congratulations. They got on red. What's happening, blood? All right. But I mean, it's dope. That's exciting. That's exciting for both of them, obviously.
I mean, but the thing is, I'm looking at him. My man seemed extremely excited.
You know he hype. You know, you can tell this is to me, for someone young like him, I think he's always had a crush on Draya. So this is something, obviously, when the opportunity presented itself, that he had no shame and no problem doing. Yeah, I finally got my crush. She had my baby. I don't care what y'all saying at that nanny boo boo. Yeah, that kind of feeling.
Yeah.
You can tell by his mannerisms,
sure.
his aura, and his excitement. You know, hell, sometimes dudes get women pregnant and they don't even show up to the baby shower. You get text messages.
Sure.
Oh, I don't want it. I'm not sure this is what I really want to do. Man, buddy standing on 10 about that. So I like it. I like it for him and Draya. That's dope.
Yep. He happy. I ain't got to buy no Pampers, no baby formula, no pacifier, no stroller.
It don't affect us, huh? No?
Yeah, hell no. They always talk about, Shannon, Unc be liking them young girls. They the same age as daughter. Yep, sure are. They hang together. Go out to the club and everything. Hey, I got Kayla to keep an eye on her. Hey, baby, watch her. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? That's what I be talking about. I don't know what y'all be on. The greatest roast of all time, Tom Brady will be live on Netflix on May 5th, hosted by Kevin Hart with an all-star lineup of surprise roasters. No Brady rule, no pads, no mercy.
I like it. I just don't.
Ocho,
listen. I love roast. I love roast, and I've said this many times. We, or the A-listers, or the one percenters, as you might call them, the Kevin Harts, the Tom Brady's. You know us that are in that circle. We need to get back to having roast and forget the era and the times that we're in society, and just let it. You see what you just said? You can't You know what I want to see? That's why when you just said no mercy, everything goes, that's not what it's going to be. It's not going to be the authentic roast that we're used to. I know you've seen it before.
No.
Even, I mean,
Hey, I see roast all the time.
You remember the Dean Martin roast? Remember those Dean Martin roasts?
Dean Martin,
With
Carol Burnett, all those, yes.
Red Fox.
Yep.
Don
Rickles, yep.
Boy, Don Rickles. Let me take my glasses off.
Yep.
Don Rickles. Can you imagine if Don Rickles or Joan Rivers was alive today in this era?
Yeah, they couldn't do it. I mean, look, Ocho, we understand that some things have a shelf life. And we have to understand that, and we have to adjust to the time.
Yeah. But it's not gonna be a roast. It's not gonna be a good roast. Because there's so many things that you can get people with. But you gotta have a little dirty sense of humor now to get the organic, authentic. Okay, this is the real roast. This is the real roast.
No.
Oh my goodness. Hey, chat, if you get a chance at any point, look up forget Don Rickles. Look up the Dean Martin roast. Matter of fact, look at the Dean Martin roast where they roasted Frank Sinatra. And just listen. Listen to the Dean Martin roast where they roasted Sammy Davis Jr. There's a little, racist undertone, jokes in there.
Ain't no undertone, bro.
Hey,
Ocho, back in then, they said things. And
it was so fun. It's so funny. It's so funny, but none of that stuff would fly today. But, oh, my God. I'm talking about.
Ain't no sense. Ain't no sense. Ain't no sense in trying to make it fly. Yeah. You just accept where we are now.
I understand. Yeah.
And keep it moving. Ocho, now it's time for Q&A.
Yeah, we got Q&A already? So that means we finna get off?
Yeah,
hell no, we ain't. Boy, I will. Time out. Before, listen, we ended last night's show at 2:30 in the morning, right? If I'm not mistaken. 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
I slept the entirety of the day. I woke up at 4:30 today. I was so excited for today's show. I text you when I woke up and told you I'm hyped and I can't wait. So if we're gonna do Q&A, we might as well do Q&A for the next hour.
No, we're gonna do Q&A.
Well, I ain't getting off.
Okay, you hold the chat down. Check this out, Mikey Mike. Sorry, Unc, but when the Lakers play the Nuggets in the playoff, cue up that Jackson's Heartbreak Hotel. Yeah, it seems like that's what's going on,
Wait,
bro.
what happened?
Like Mike said, this is Heartbreak Hotel. Michael Jackson, Heartbreak Hotel. You ever heard that song? This is Heartbreak.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like that way, Mike. It seems like that. We shooting bad right now. Stramon Jones, why is Spencer Dinwiddie on the floor?
Oh, that's not nice.
Well, tell me so we both know.
I mean, who else if Dinwiddie not on the floor, who you gonna put there?
Well, the same when he out there, ain't nobody on the floor, so you might as well just go play 4.
That's not nice. Again, see, it's
bro, the man missing point blank layups. Everybody saw it tonight. He missed a point blank layup.
He got pushed. He got pushed.
That man ain't got nothing. Stop it.
Now, see, that's where I come into play. Now you imagine me. I told you coming off the bench. You know what? Never mind. I ain't gonna mention that.
Gabe Vincent. I mean, those two guys got some great cardio in tonight. I mean, it's been a long season. They getting cardio in. That's all they did.
Oh.
Quentin Nunn said they got to stop playing Gabe and start playing Max. Bro, I'm not there. I don't know why. But I'm sure they have their reason not playing. Laney Ray. Okay, guys. We ladies in the chat need to know what you think. What is more irresistible for you for women to wear? A sundress, bodycon, tight-fitted dress, or short shorts? Sundress for me.
I mean, sundress, but you also have to have the curves to make it appealing to the eye. You got to have the curves, having the sundress on, having the body type where the sundress, to catch your attention for one.
Yeah, I mean, you need to be poking out a little bit in the back.
Something.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be just straight down.
And the booty shorts as well. We call them here in Miami, Daisy Dukes. I'm not sure how what other people call them in other places. Daisy Dukes is always a okay, that's a nice sight. And when I'm with the missus as well, sometimes she'll point it out before I even see it, and she'll tap me, boy. Well, look, there go one right there, boy.
Yeah, I mean short shorts. I mean they're fine. Now, if you gonna tell me the workout shorts that them girls be having them
that's
on
too
the
much.
gym,
I don't like.
in the video,
I don't like that.
I don't like all that.
I don't like that.
You lying to me.
I don't like that. I don't like that because listen, they put on. I call it. To me, they put on inappropriate wear for an atmosphere that is surrounded by a bunch of men, and then complain about the harass. Like let's put on.
I ain't gonna harass them. I just look. I'm like,
just,
okay, I'm getting my workout on.
It's too much. It's just too much. It's too much. But I don't know. That's neither here nor there. But I like the short shorts to look at, when you're out and about, not in the workout environment in the gym.
You know what I like? You know what I like, Ocho? Them they like those latex pants. You know what I'm talking about, Ocho?
You mean
those they like plastic. They not real. They not
leggings,
real.
Leggings?
But they like yeah, but they like red. I see this. I seen a few young ladies have on some red ones, had on black ones, had on green. But I know y'all know what I'm talking about in the chat. They like, it's like leather, but it's not leather. It's like it's like a latex.
Yeah, I don't know what those are. Probably so.
What they call them pants? What y'all call them in the chat?
Picture, I probably know what you're talking about if there's a picture of them.
Oh, I know you're gonna know what I'm talking about. But they're just like, woo. Yeah, they almost like plastic.
You talk about yoke
fox leather,
leather. Let me Google this. I want to see what I want to see what this is. Fox leather pants.
They're pleather. Yeah, it's plastic leather. Because that's what we used to call them fake gator shoes. We used to call them plastigators.
No, this ain't it.
But man, something like that, You found them?
Nah. Oh, wait. Let me see if this is them.
They real thin.
These?
No. Damn, what my phone? Y'all ain't no help. Y'all don't know nothing.
I don't think the chat don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about.
They know what I'm talking about. It's like when people like, I can't explain it. When they ask a man one time, they asked him and said, well, what's pornography? He says, I can't explain it, but I know what it is when I see it. I can't explain these pants, but I know what they are when I see them. Yeah. That's the best definition I could give you. Somebody said they call liquid leggings. It does, because it looked like somebody melted them and poured them on them. I mean, because you can see every curve, every contour, everything. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Are they a solid color or it's printed material?
They solid. They normally, like I said, I've only seen like black. I've seen black, red, blue. I've seen the nude color. But Ocho, it's almost like they sprayed on.
Yeah, I have no idea.
They call them TikTok pants. I don't know what they call, but whoo, not lost. Ocho, you posed nude to support Peter years ago. Would you pose?
Yeah.
For a good cause.
I posed nude, boy. I posed nude years ago, boy. And it was easy for me. I had, and then there's a little controversy because I posed nude for Peter, and then boom, people were getting on me about me using the football to cover, the 3 inches, and it was like, well, damn, ain't the football pigskin? They got on me heavy, so it was like kind of contradictory.
Yeah, they talk about, I couldn't do it, Ocho. Couldn't do it because they say, man, you got an elephant in the headlock.
Hey, matter of fact, I'm so glad somebody bought that Peter ad. I need to get that Peter ad blowed up.
How did that come about? How did that come about?
I can't remember. This was a long time ago, This was a long time ago. I'm talking about this might have been in my prime. I don't even know what year that was. Hey, somebody in the chat, one of the ladies in the chat, send me that picture of that Peter ad to my Twitter, because I ain't seen it in years. So I could get that, I could take that to Kinko's and get that blown up so I could put it in my game room. I don't think Rhea never seen that. When Rhea see that, boy, she might fall back in love.
Fall back in love
because she ain't never seen that side of me.
Big Nat, my bro Christian Wood just made drill sergeant at the U.S. Army over in Fort Jackson. Y'all congratulate him from me. Also, there's an NFL team, a randomizer, where you're taking turns picking one quarterback, one running back, two wide receivers, a tight end, a defensive player from any era. New segment. Hey, Chris, congratulations, bro, on making drill sergeant in the U.S. Army. Thank you for all you do to keep this country safe. To everybody, men and women that protect this country so we sleep, rest easy at night and during the day. Thank you for your service.
Salute you, homie. Salute.
Adonis Darkworth says, hello from Seattle. It's my 49th birthday today and a blessing to see another year. Love watching you guys. Ocho, if you're ever up here, hit me up and I'll take you to a dope skateboard spot. Happy birthday, Adonis. Happy 49th, 1 year away. Hopefully you get to see the big 5-0. Congrats, many more to come. Tyler Petrosic says, I'm 23-year-old guy, feel stuck in my hometown. After moving back from college, any advice from Unc and Ocho?
He moved back home? Yeah, that's good, but it's always good to move back home too, man. Familiar surroundings, your family, your friends.
No.
All you got to do is lock in there.
Man, yeah. Ocho. Man, what you doing, man?
What?
We found the photo.
You see it? Hey, boy, Uncle, I was sexy back then, boy. Matter of fact, back then, the photo, that's when I was a sex symbol. Like there was a list of top 5 sexiest men in the world. I was top 5. Yeah.
In what world?
Oh, in everywhere, what world? Man. Back then, boy, I was, like you be saying, I was hell when I was well now. Shit. Hey, boy. Hey.
All right. Don't get slapped in the back of the head, Real.
Nah, she sleep. She sleep.
Oh, she sleep.
She sleep. Yeah, boy. Back then, boy, I was a sex symbol, boy. Shit. Hey, 2 months in the gym, I could be right back looking like that.
My question for you is, Tyler, why did you move back home? Why did you feel the need to go back home? Now, look, there's nothing wrong with home. I just know I didn't want to live in my hometown. It was a great place to visit. I could come for a couple of days, see my loved ones. I'm up out of town. The question is, why did you move back? And if you could go somewhere, where would you go? And what's stopping you from going? Icky Rod said, Unc, go tight end, go route runner, much love. Y'all be at any Laker game. Unc, thank you so much for allowing me to meet my hero when you did the cognac. Hey, I'm not going to go to any games. I got to go. I'm headed to Atlanta in a couple of days, so I'm going to miss the game.
You going to Atlanta? I'm going to meet you there, boy. We going to hit Magic City, boy. You just said you're going to Atlanta, so let me know you're going.
I'm just saying, what Friday night? Saturday
it don't matter when. You know, I ain't never been there. So you tell me what day to come. I get me like $200-$300 out the ATM. Well, we're gonna have a good time.
Hell, they're gonna cost $200-$300 to get in the door.
$200-$300 to get in what though?
Oh,
my face clean. I ain't paying nothing to get in no dough.
Oh, you ain't getting in?
Me. Well, he gonna let me in there. I listen. I pull a fire alarm because won't nobody dance that night. Won't nobody dance that night. They don't let me in Magic City. I done heard all this. I done heard all this stuff about the wings and all that. People let me in.
Oh, the wing fire. Yeah. The food fire. I ain't gonna lie to you. The food like that.
Yeah. Don't let me in. Watch what happens.
Man, ain't nothing like eating food on a damn light. You know, 1 hour on the plate, 1 hour on something else.
That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Haley Thompson, Haley Thompson at Nightcap. Thank you guys for giving me motivation to finish college. I always look forward to watching Unc and Ocho. Ocho, you're my favorite. You're my top favorite NFL players. Thank you. Thank you for watching us, Haley. We really appreciate it.
Let's go, Haley. That's how I know you know your shit. What I'm talking about.
Oh man, I forgot to bring them purses down tonight, Ocho.
We can do it on tomorrow's show.
We ain't on tomorrow.
Huh?
Oh, we on Wednesday? Oh, Ocho, you on Wednesday, huh? Oh, Wednesday. We're not on tomorrow.
Wednesday. Bring the thing down Wednesday. I'm gonna bring mine too.
Please make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Please make sure you subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed. You can find us and listen to us through the Club Shay Shay feed, but we would greatly appreciate if you subscribed and listen to the Nightcap podcast feed. Thank you guys for selling out Shea by Laportier. We pinned the link at the top of the chat. We're taking pre-orders only, and thank you kindly for your patience. The Nuggets beat the Lakers. They come from 20 down to beat the Lakers by 2 on a shot at the buzzer by Jamal Murray. And the Knicks beat the Sixers. They were down by 5 with 30 seconds left, and they end up winning the game 104-101. Jalen Brunson hits a 3. Josh Hart steals the ball. DiVincenzo hits a 3, and they end up winning the game 104-103. So the two home teams, Knicks and Nuggets, take the road up 2-0. So thank you for joining us tonight. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, route runner extraordinaire, Bengals Ring of Fame honoree, Pro Bowler, All-Pro from Liberty City, Chad, Ochocinco, Rosado, Johnson. See you Wednesday.
We out.
82-game preseason is in the books, and it's finally time for the real season. Don't miss out on any NBA playoff action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. From the play-in tournament through the finals, DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered with same-game parlays, live betting, odds boosts, and much more. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code Shannon. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's the code Shannon, only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.